Hey, NASDOG, where you get the best deal on the markets. We are going to talk markets. It is March 11th. It is Wednesday, hump day. Okay, let's take a spin on gold here. Okay, this was yesterday late. We went up here, tagged this. Okay, see over here. That's why it's there. It's programmed there. Anyway, this is gold. So gold broke. Came back to this green over here. Look at this, man. Those orders would have been filled 1840 if you had 1760s, because look at here. The high is 1680. Okay, look at the bar before. 1740, 60 cents higher. Okay, that's how exact these levels are. Anyway, here with a $5 stop, even less, because you're just playing that line. And you wouldn't even have to go up here, and that's only 13 bucks. So, and then here we are now kind of hugging this other. These are candlestick lines, okay, custom. I would say learn it. Let's go take a look at silver here. See, silver's breaking. Wow. Okay, nothing. I had nothing up here. Here, this probably is like, little tiny retracement, deep retracement here. You get a reaction. And then you're coming back here. This is where we are right now. So we came in here, held this support here the last two bars, okay? So say the last 2 hours, okay? But you don't, here, look at the green here. This is 87.20 here. Let me make sure that I can show you the scale here. Okay. Well, here it is, okay? 86.20. I got an 85. Call it 86 even below here, but this kind of held here. We'll see how this works here. If you're looking to sell right here, what time is it? 7:09 a.m. on the 11th, March 11th. Okay, we've got Bloomberg that is absolutely spreading. There's a female on there. She goes by the name of a branded witch, okay? And they have a guy from Carlisle. His name is Curry in crude oil, okay? Let's go look at crude oil. Okay, this is my chart here. Well, what do you mean? I thought we traded 120. Okay, it did. When we traded 120, it didn't matter, so to speak, unless you were looking at your short position. Okay, because we never got up that high, and we broke down here yesterday to 77 bucks. Okay, if we want to look in here, I'd have some buys in here. I like this 75.22. You got something right above that. See this powder blue, and you got something also under here. Okay, put it in at 75.26. What is this number anyway? 75.39. Okay, so I like that area right here. This is a gap. That's why it's denoted if you got my charts. Okay, we got into the gap. People that want to buy the gap here. Let's go look at soybeans. Let's look at the maize. Okay, here we are. Okay, now I had some olive line cells right here. You can see right here, and see how we do the stutter step, and then all of a sudden we're dicking around here. You had an outside down. You closed above that. Okay, that means it's a violation. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. Actually, let me take this off. As a matter of fact, here, look at this. Olive sell to the green buy. It missed. Okay, but that is a scalp. That is a scalp. And, okay, I'm going to take this off here. Hang on a second here. Okay, so this is more like what we're looking at here. These are long-term trend lines here. Down here, okay, you get over it, you retest it, okay, and then here you come through it. Boom, bingo, bango, China's never buying. We go down to the lows. Oh, yes, they are. So look at this trend line right over here. Okay, this would be how you would place here. They sell it against this trend line coming down, and then right here you got three things right here. This is live. Okay, because this is only since February. All right, so that would be a way you play the charts. This is soybeans here. I do not, yeah, over 1240, babe. We lop on another 75 cents, in my opinion. This is pretty important, though. This is soybeans. Let's go to corn. As a matter of fact, let's just look at the July D's. Minus If you're betting on any demand here, you could buy July D's corn. It's minus 16 and a half cents. You know, it takes a leap of faith. I'm not saying it. This is corn. Okay, this was late yesterday here. Okay, this we're really playing this 48. See, 48 and an eighth. There's 48 and a quarter, 48 and a half. Okay, so here we're holding it all day. We come up here, same kind of action. You start to run some buy stops, and then here you go down there and they sell it, and they clean out all those people that had 2-cent stops, you know, or a penny stop, you know. And I'm just talking about the algos, okay, because they trade virtually for free. And so here we are up 6 cents here. Here, beans making new highs right now. What are July's at? 32 and a half. Okay, so this is a day session here. So we're up here. This is new high ground during the day session. Here's gold here coming right over here. This is 51.99.10. Is that what it is? So, and then here we got a little bounce here in silver. 80, what is that? 86.64, 86.20. Okay, so here we are coming right back here. Okay, I'm going to call this a wrap. You know what? I want to do one more thing here. I want to go to, here, you can look at that meat page right there, but I'm going to drag another page over. Meats came back here. We opened down here 2 days ago, and we're clawing it all back here. These are levels where we could fail. There was a big moving average here. Those are all intraday charts. Here we go. This is going to be my softs page. Talking about cotton, okay? Here's cotton. These are the same contract, both make contracts, okay? Sometimes it happens. I'll lose a chart because there's the charts over here, and sometimes there's 2 rows of charts that are minimized because you have to do every month in the commodities, okay? There's reasons why. I've been a pro for 40 years, okay? And chartist for 40 years, okay? And this is why the data is premium data. This is CQG. So anyway, here we are knocking on the door here. This is a daily. We came back down to this olive line here. This was kind of a failed buy here, you know, where all of a sudden it closes under. You give it the next day, you get out. Anyway, this is how we played here again. We had a couple more down here, but for right now, we had an olive buy up to a green right here, okay? For longer term players, I think we're hanging on here, but this would be a place to use as pivot. If you get under there, maybe we break here, you know? If we can get over here on a closed basis, and then here's a trend line here, where 65.70 is the high, 66.04, trend line off some highs, okay? So if you need anything, email me, arp@nasdog. Listen, if you're a professional trading shop, you want these numbers. If you're an individual investor, you want these numbers. They're in everything, okay? The same kind of thing put in a plain, simple chart where you put your orders in at my levels. If the market's going to hold, those will be the levels, okay? And then you have to use a risk stop. Always use a risk stop to stop the risk. ARP@NASDOG. Thanks for watching.